Hey guys, Stacie Maus here, and I thought it would be cool, since my husband has all of these cold plunges filled up, to do a little comparison video of how each one fits a different body type. I am 5 foot nothing, 115 pounds, and my husband is 205 pounds, 6 foot 1. So let's take a look. First up, we have the Ice Barrel 300. Let's get in it.
It is 59 degrees, which is, we're doing a little temperature test as well.
This one is awesome because there's a little seat for your little booty and there's little armrests, so you're guaranteed to get your arms in there, and you have to get low, full body submersion. If you can see though, I have tons of room left over. Dang, I feel so good.
What?
Cold plunging.
It does feel so good, right?
So good.
So I'm 6 foot 1, 205 pounds, Ice Barrel 300, let's go. Woo! Oh, that does feel so good. Oh yeah. So as my wife was saying, there is a seat down there. It takes up about 4 inches and it is on this side. I did fill it up completely backwards, which is okay. The armrests are right here, so you can keep your arms in the water if you do have the water line where we have it, obviously currently. A question a lot of people ask, and my wife could very easily dunk her head underwater, but she chooses not to, is if you're 6 foot or 6 foot 1, can you dunk your head in the Ice Barrel 300? I just crushed abs, and the last time I did that, I had an insane cramp, so I have a little PTSD when it comes to that. But you can dunk your head, you just kind of have to be a contortionist a little bit. It's not the easiest to dunk, but I'm gonna try to do it for you. Yeah. You can do it. It's not the easiest to dunk. If you have a smaller space, the Ice Barrels are a great option because they're insulated. They are chiller ready. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Ice Barrel for a long time.
Next up is the Ice Barrel 400. It's the OG. It is absolutely my favorite, and I'll get in and I'll tell you why. Definitely have to step in because it is a little bigger. Okay, so this is me fully standing in it. And my favorite thing about this is you have to be in control of getting yourself in. You can't just get in and submerge. And it kind of takes me a little bit. I just love it. I love the active squat that you have to be in it. I think I love it so much because when I first started cold plunging, I didn't like to get my arms wet, but I could pretty much get my entire torso and below in it and then still keep my hands. So I just think this one is really good for ladies who are just now starting out. If you want to reap the benefits of it, but also just take it a little slower than the other ones. You definitely have to have a little upper body strength to get out, but you can do it.
All right. Whew. So this is me standing up fully in it, and kind of the same thing. I've always been a fan of the Ice Barrel 400. One, it was our first like cold plunge that wasn't just a DIY galvanized trough or a Rubbermaid tub like most experiment with. I think it was like our first love because it's like our first experience with it. You know what I love about this is, I mean, there's a couple things I don't like. One, it's not insulated, so you are forced to either have a chiller or use a lot of ice. And currently we're doing a temperature experiment, and these two, as well as the Galvanized Trough, which we'll get to in a second, have raised the fastest because there's no insulation. Now this is a Penguin insulated wrap that we're experimenting with, and it has done a good job of keeping the water colder than the one without any insulation. But that's like one of the downsides to it, is there's no insulation. However, if you have a chiller or something like that, it doesn't really matter because the chiller's gonna do its job. But one other thing I like and I don't like, I like that it is round up top and you can just kind of rest your arms and it's comfortable. But on the contrary, inside here, and you can't really see it, but there's a lip, and the plastic is a little bit sharp, or whatever it's made out of. It's like a BPA-free recycled material. It can be a little bit sharp. So if you like go down and you shoot up, I've actually scratched my back a few times. So that's like the only real downside to it. But when you do get down, because of the barrel shape, like you can get your lower half, your butt, your back, your lower back into the barrel, and it's really, really comfortable. By far the easiest to dunk. I just like the way it looks too. I think it just kind of has a cool look compared to a lot of the other cold plunges on the market today. Get in there, bud. I got to. Go all the way. Why? Because you can do it, because you're big and brave. Well, who can help me? I'll help you out. Get in there. Go all the way. Oh.
Turn around.
Turn around and give a shock. You're the coolest, buddy.
I think the Ice Barrel 400 might be my favorite because of what you said, how it does hold you in there. And being 5 foot nothing, the other ones just feel really, I don't know. This one just, it snuggles you, makes you feel like you can do it.
I agree.
One is the Ice Barrel 500, and look at it. It's just cute with its built-in little steps. I love it. I love the aesthetic of this one. It has a little bench inside also, so you just go in those cute little steps and you sit. God, it's a good one. I like it. And there's so much room. However, I feel like if you do want to dunk in it, it might be a little tough for somebody a little bigger. I'll let you show that one. I don't dunk. I just get my face wet. Oh no, the mic. Yeah, I like this one too. This one's nice. Maybe because they're all a little warmer. How cold is this one?
65.
Is it? I like it in the 60s.
Yeah.
I like a 60 cold plunge. Yeah, I definitely feel like, for me, I'm 36 years old. I'm still menstruating, and I am working really hard on keeping my cortisol levels balanced and my nervous system chill. And I feel like a good 55 to 60 cold plunge does the best for me, and that's how I get the most benefits. Anything colder really just kind of, I've realized, wreaks havoc on my system, and that's just not what I'm here for. But yeah, these feel really good. I like whatever this temp was, might be my fave. That one's too hot.
Ice Barrel 500, here we go. And like you said, the stairs are really great. Like your dad came over and was able to get into the Ice Barrel 500, and it's kind of nice to have the steps, no matter how old you are, how young you are. Getting into a cold plunge is good for everybody. I mean, you want everybody to be able to experience it. This is probably the hottest ice barrel or cold plunge on the market right now. This and the Ice Barrel 300 are both really, really top sellers from what I hear. And a couple of reasons are that the 300 and the 500 are both chiller ready. That's what these ports on the side are. What that means is it's very easy to attach a chiller to keep water continuously flowing. Now, all of these are currently set up. We just used ice to cool the water, which you can use just ice in all of these. So that's kind of a really cool entry-level way to get into cold plunging. If you want to add a chiller, obviously that's something a lot of people ask about, and that's something that a lot of people like to do. We'll actually post links down in the description below to the DIY chiller kits that so many people every single month are doing, and they're adding them to literally all of these, which is really cool. You can even add it to a bathtub if that's where you want to start. Ice Barrel does have a chiller coming out at some point that's supposed to be really easy plug and play with all of these systems. But that's just if you're interested in that. And also, if you're interested in any of these cold plunges, we have discount codes in the description of this video for every single thing you're gonna see here. So feel free to check that out after the video. And once again, I'm 6'1", and you saw how I had to do it in the 300. The 500 is somewhat similar. There's a lot of water, there's a lot of volume in here, but because there is a bench, I'm sitting on a bench right now, whereas the 400, there's no bench, so dunking was super duper easy. Let's go ahead and do a quick dunk test. What I'll do is I'll literally scoot my butt all the way to the back and just lean forward. And there's plenty of room. Some people like to turn literally sideways because you can do that. There's so much room in here that you can turn sideways and literally put your butt down in the hole where your feet would go. And that is a very similar experience to what it is like to dunk inside the 400. But you do have that bench right here, which is cool. Also, that's something you have to consider.
Here we go. This one is the inflatable tub, which is just fun and awesome. Let's get in it.
Mama, what's this?
Show me. It's like a little swimming pool. Go, show me. Yes.
Good job, bud.
You did it. Woo! So personally for me, because I'm so short, if I sit down, I am really having to engage to keep myself in it because my feet just don't hit the end. And so I'm either like pushing down to keep in it, and I just don't like it. That takes away from me being able to breathe and to concentrate on exactly what I'm doing because I feel like I'm just trying to stay in it.
And this is me getting in it. So it's a little different of an experience for me. And I do a ton of reviews and review a lot of different cold plunges, and so many companies have these same style inflatable tubs. There's even inflatable barrels. There's new inflatables with slanted backs coming out. These, you almost have to use a chiller if you live in a cooler climate. I know people that use ice in these, but most of these are gonna come with a chiller, or you're gonna want to add a chiller. Otherwise, you're gonna be putting a lot of ice in these. What I like about it, and if you're 6 foot, like, it can be a pretty comfortable experience because, like, to me, I can plant my feet into the other wall, and I have room to have my arms wide, and it is cushioned because it's an inflatable. So if you want to lounge and you're about 6 foot, like there's a lot of room. And as you saw earlier in my wife's video, these are really good if you have multiple kids that also want to cold plunge or at least jump in the cold plunge with you, because there is so much room. If you want something with a little bit more room and you do like that lay down kind of loungy style, the inflatables are a pretty cool option as well. And obviously dunking is super easy, but it is kind of weird. You have to hold your nose because you're going backwards for the most part. But you can stay out on there as long as you want. And even some people take it to the next level and get like a snorkel and really stay down under the ice water for a long period of time. I haven't graduated to that yet, and I don't know if I ever will.
This next one is a galvanized trough. It's a phenomenal one if you're just getting started and you just want to go buy one from the feed store. That's how we started, and it's awesome. This one is 4 foot by 2 foot, so let's get in. Man, I don't know if I have like sentimental values to what we ever started with, but it's a nice one. But again, my legs don't hit the end. Why does this one feel better than a tub?
I think it's just because it's more stable, maybe.
Maybe.
It kind of snuggles you a little bit.
It does snuggle you.
I mean, it really fits you. That's smaller than this, obviously. So
yeah.
You have your feet against the end. I can feel that exact same way in here. For me, I'm actually a little bit crammed in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they have a ton of different sizes of galvanized troughs, like you said.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I know, I feel like it started out as like what we look like in it, and then it's what we like the best.
My turn. I feel like an alligator has been in this. A little bit of water displacement happening there. You can see there's a little difference in, what'd you say, you're 105 pounds?
115.
115 pounds, and I'm 205, so that's what happens. But kind of the same thing as you, like I think the reason that these are so popular for so many people is, one, they're accessible. I think you can buy a galvanized trough this size for $100 at Tractor Supply. Maybe they're a little more now with this COVID inflation. They're an easy way for people to just get into ice baths and have like a designated specific spot that they can get cold. But yeah, this does have some sentimental value because this was the exact same size horse trough that we started out with when we started taking ice baths over 2 years ago. And the same one that I built my first DIY with, that so many people have followed along, which is really cool. But now Polar Monkeys uses these, and they have chillers and all sorts of kits as well. So if you want to do that, you can. But yeah, there's a lot of room in here, and these are easy to dunk in as well. Kind of similar to the inflatable tubs. You kind of have to crouch back and hold your nose, otherwise you'll get some water in your nose.
This is the Grizzly 400 cooler. There is another one that just came out. It's the 450, so stay tuned. We'll set that one up and show you later. Let's get in it. Ooh, this one's a lot colder than the others.
Yeah, that's one of the coldest ones.
All right, this one is similar to the troughs in size, at least for my body type. Not my favorite to get in because I just feel like, again, it doesn't hold me in like the Ice Barrel 400 does. I really have to be engaged in it, which is just not comfortable for me. Aww. Quick goose break. Yeah, I just feel like, again, my feet, actually I can go. Maybe I just am too weak and I like to curl up in a fetal position because it's so cold all the time. But this is what it looks like for me to get in this one. Ooh, that was a little colder.
So the Grizzly coolers have been really, really popular. A lot of people take these and set up a DIY. Desert Plunge actually sells these kits where you can get the Grizzly cooler with the 400 or the 450, and it comes with a chiller, a pump, all that stuff, the filter, and I recommend them. They're a really cool company, great owners. The Desert Plunge actually has a child latch, so the lid won't fall down on you, which is really cool. Dunking is super easy, but it's the exact same thing as the last three that we did. You just kind of lay back. And then, like you said, the 450, we just got it. Literally just arrived yesterday. It's in our driveway, so we'll have that set up soon. But it's wide, it's massive, and it's kind of like a two-person cold plunge. So the 450 and then this is the 400 are both really cool options if you're looking for something that's like a cooler. But yeah, I mean, if you're 6'1" or even bigger, these are really great options because they're vertical square walls or rectangular walls. So there's a lot of room in here for larger people.
This one is the Ice Up Inflatable Barrel style. It is huge. It's my favorite style, but if you want to have a massive party and try to fit as many people as possible, this is the one to do. This one comes with cute stairs too. I think stairs are my weakness.
Oh my god.
So this is me fully standing in this one. As you can see, if I'm standing up, it looks like it could fit probably, what, 4 or 5 other people my size. I think our daughter had a birthday party and she fit 7 girls in it. Yeah, so 7 of our almost 13-year-old daughter's friends fit in this, and just, it's a fun party one. Also, this one's not filled up yet, so it's pretty easy to get in. You're my only fan. Pun intended.
That's right.
It might be your ADHD.
Yeah, my ADHD kicks in. ADHD is a good trait for YouTubers.
All right, and the last 2 we have here on this side are Plunge products. Okay. Oh no!
These are cold.
These are cold. Ah,
These are hooked up to a chiller.
dang it.
Get in there.
All right. Woo! Woo!
I turned this up for you.
No, you didn't.
It's
I don't
so
hate
hot.
this one. So I definitely feel like, because again, I'm so short, getting in these massive tubs, I'm like, my abs are constantly engaged trying to keep me under, or my hands are there and you just have to like stay under, which just feels like so much work for me. Whew. Oh wait, look, unless I go to the side.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, okay, I don't hate it this way. This actually is really nice. And there's room for a friend, so if you want to come over and cold plunge, let's do it.
Get in there, Wyatt.
Come on. Yeah, definitely get a chiller if you plan on cold plunging for more than 1 day.
Are you cold?
I'm so cold, but God, it feels so good when you get out. I hate getting in, but I love getting out.
So if you are a larger person or a family with multiple people who want to get cold, this is a great option, because as you could experience, it is massive. Like, I like that this wall over here where your feet go is vertical. Now, it doesn't matter which way you sit. You can sit that way, sideways like you did, but it's really meant like this because it has a slanted back. So you can get in this, it's really comfortable. The way this Plunge Air comes, it's equipped to have a chiller attached, Plunge's new chiller, or any chiller for that matter. And it's really cool because all the components are down here at the very bottom, so water actually moves out of this little white piece here. So water shoots out here. There's a pre-filter down there to keep stuff from entering into your chiller and into your pump and all that fun stuff. But to me, this is one of the more comfortable cold plunges all around, and dunking is super, super easy. And even me, as 6'1", like you said, I could sit in here cross-legged and feel like I'm in a barrel almost, because there is a lot of room. And I don't know, they just did a really good job with this. As far as an inflatable goes, I don't like to say this, but this is probably my favorite inflatable. And it's nice. Now let's talk about the Plunge OG, or the Plunge XL.
All right, this is the Plunge XL, the OG, as David was saying, and it's just pretty. It's sleek, it's got the chiller hookups, it has the light, you can put it indoors and it aesthetically just looks good, and you can even put it outdoors and it holds up. They did a good job with this one. Okay. Yeah, so I have to work really, really hard to stay in this one, and when he keeps it really cold, I don't like it, but I guess I could go this way too. I don't hate it this way. I just found a new way that I like getting in these. Oh, it's so cold. So this is what I look like at 5-0 in the Plunge XL. I'm out.
So this is also one of my, my favorite experiences, because I guess because I'm a little taller, and it does have the slanted side, so there's a couple things about the XL that you can either love or hate. Because there's 2 slanted sides, if you're my height, you can plant your feet into that side a little bit and get down, and it's kind of nice for dunking. Now they do have the Plunge all-in, where that side is actually vertical, just like the Plunge Air, and it's made out of the same material. These are your luxury plunges. A lot of celebrities and athletes who are larger, a lot of football players that I know, end up buying this because it is larger, it's wide, and it just looks really, really cool. You can have it out by your pool, on your deck, or anywhere you really want. Like Stacie said, you can have it inside. Yeah, there's a lot of room in this. I've sat sideways for that one family photo on Father's Day, So I realized that you could do this as well, and then there's room for some friends. So come cold plunge with us.
So we hope that this has been super informative for you, and that when you see our comparisons, me again at 5'0", 115 pounds, David at 6'1", 205 pounds, the difference in each cold plunge, and to help you make the best choice for you and your family.
She's new to YouTube, so if you saw value in this, make sure that you like this video, share it with a friend, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe. Also, if you want any of these products that we went over today, there will be links down in the description below. Feel free to check those out. We have discount codes, and there's a lot of really cool links you might want to check out. If you're into health and wellness, we pretty much get to vet all of the best products on the market, and there's a lot more coming.
Yeah.
Even he can.
Even you.
So definitely check those out. We'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.
I was about to say, have a great day. God bless. And what do you say?
Okay, bye.